Hey Capricorn, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for June 10th, 2024. This is for Capricorn. Last shuffle for Capricorn. Let's see what's going on. So Capricorn, what we have is deception and new beginnings. This looks very interesting here. This deception is talking a lot about how it's not necessarily a deception as much as it is a misunderstanding of like how to start something. You may think that something is like something is done and like we're able to, there's closure. You may think that there's closure to something and it's not. The deception, new beginnings. Jeez, Capricorn with the new beginnings is the devil with it. This is saying that you may be so determined. I feel like there's a misunderstanding in all this. The whole misunderstanding issue is that you're distant, that your changes, although I'm seeing you being quite happy. These cards fell out, so I'm going to take this. Although the Queen of Wands and the Lovers over the whole reading talks about how you're making decisions that make you feel good. There's things that make you feel great, that are happy, things that you're choosing to do in your space that's like, man, I really feel good about this decision. But the deception is Page of Wands, Page of Swords, Four of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. That kind of says that the deception is that what makes you feel good is taking you away from everyone else. That this is Spirit's saying that this is not the case. So, okay. This deception would speak to with new beginnings and Three of Swords and Devil means that now everyone's going to be sad and now we're all just going to focus on how much of a disappointment I am or a disappointment something is, right? And that's not necessarily so. They're saying you may be worrying in vain, that you're being misunderstood or something's being misconstrued. Okay, they're saying be confident in your choices, right? The Queen of Wands and the Lovers is like, she feels so good about what she's gonna do that she dresses for the part. You know what I'm saying? Like she's so confident. She put on her red dress. Like she's like, not only am I right, I'm loud and I'm right. You know what I'm saying? How people are like, oh, you're loud and wrong. You know, it's like Queen of Wands is loud and right. And so this new beginnings cycle would say that here's a fresh new pain in the butt to worry about now. Now I'm concerned that the way that I'm being viewed, the way that I'm being understood, is that I'm not in the place that I know that I am. That when I'm happy, that means that I'm disconnected from everybody, or something here. Like that's what I'm seeing more than anything else. The Sacred Temple with Hanged Man and Seven of Cups tells me that this is about being where you're meant to be. Sacred Temple is always about being on your divine purpose, or you found your purpose, or you know what your thing is, right? There's something about you surrendering to the unknown, like just accepting something that you may have felt was not a reality or not really, like for instance, role playing, like surrendering to, and I'm only saying role playing because that's what this is. You could be whatever it is that you want to be, kind of vibe. Hanged Man and the Seven of Cups is like somebody saying, you know what, I want to be a dragon, and then they're like, well, if I feel like I'm one, then that's my spirit animal, and that's what I choose for myself. That's who I resonate with. That's the animal I resonate with. You might be in that space, and I'm not saying, I'm not trying to poke fun at that. I'm saying someone is surrendering to their purpose. The deception with you surrendering to your purpose is that you're still looking for it, that you're still looking. If you're in a relationship right now, the deception would be that you have options, right? And that you may be pursuing other options in love. But the Sacred Temple would say it's not other options in love, it's other options within oneself. How you show up, who you really want to be. Who do you believe yourself to be? Do what makes you feel good in that connection. And it's not that you're um, distant. It's almost as though someone is not used to you not worrying over them so much. If that, if this is a romantic connection, if it's not romantic in general, people are in this space with you anyway. I mean, there's still like, oh, Capricorn's not fussing over me. They must be happier elsewhere. Very, very interesting. Capricorn is not, I'm not getting any attention from Capricorn because maybe you gave them a lot of attention. Maybe you were standing over them. And I only say that because of some of the energy here. It's like you're watching them, watching them to trying to make changes whenever necessary. Like you're like, I'll be the good luck. You know what I mean? I'll be the good luck. I'll turn the wheel, make sure that we get what we need. But true love here with the Empress and Temperance tells me that you really are patient with other people. You want to set them up for success. The Empress, usually, if true love is attached to the Empress, she sees her empire as extensions of herself. So with Temperance as well, true love with that would say that you all the time in the world, all the time in the world. I have all the time in the world. All I want is harmony for you. So everything I do is to make sure you're okay. That's the energy of a person who lays their coat down on the mud so their significant other doesn't mess up their shoes. Like that's how much of the energy is that you're coming off. But once again, what one is seeing about you may be opposite. And for events to be here, I want to just clarify, because I was trying to get through the energy, but what this looks like is this has happened before or it's about to come up. The events are typically things like that. These are things that happened or will happen, have happened, kind of thing. I'm trying to think of all the tenses. I'm like past tense, future, and okay, got it. But the deception is that that's something that happened where you were misunderstood completely. Spirit is bringing this up only for you to realize that you've got to step out on your divine energy. What you know to be true about yourself is that you make decisions based on the betterment of others around you, how much you care about them. You see them as extensions of yourself, especially if you're in a romantic connection with them, or people that there's people that you just have around you that you choose and you say, these are my people. And true love would tell me the same kind of energy, except, would tell me that you are patient, you are wise, you're trying to set your family up for greatness. You don't want to see them falter or fall. This would not be the parent that says this about tough love. It's about, I'm not going to let you suffer. Like, I'm just not going to let that happen. The sacred temple, wow, it's just, ugh. I keep wanting to say that it's like you've surrendered to the universe. You may have received signs. Seven of Cups is usually about seeing signs and not knowing what they are. The Hangman is just saying, like, my life is flipping upside down. I'm starting to see things I never noticed before. What does it mean? But the Sacred Temple speaks about purpose. So this would be, and if you never heard of the book by James Redfield, like the Celestine Prophecy, and I know I'm butchering the name. I cannot remember how to say it properly. I've always said Celestine Prophecy, maybe because I have a relative that kind of has that name. Kind of. So this reminds me of, like, you uncover one clue only to be led to another place to uncover another clue, scavenger hunt, right? And so here you reach an understanding, then you get over here, and then you realize all of it's connected. Everything you ever been through, everywhere you turn, it's all connected. That's what the Sacred Temple usually speaks of, your purpose, being in the right place at the right time, standing in light and truth. And that may be changing for you. The more that you see the signs, each sign, observing them, people may think that you don't see anything, that you're not noticing anything. They think they're being ignored by you. People may think that you're led elsewhere or that you're making some impulsive decisions. They want you to stand on your faith and stand on your confidence, stand on what you know to be true. You witness certain things, You know what you're talking about. They're asking you to make decisions based off of that. You could be dealing with a Gemini, another Capricorn, Pisces, Sagittarius, Taurus, Libra. Did I say Sagittarius twice? Okay, that's here. All right, we also have Leo, Aries, Aquarius. So you could be a Capricorn, Aquarius cusp. You could be a Sagittarius, Capricorn cusp. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, Pisces cusp, Pisces, Aries cusp, Aries, Taurus cusp, Taurus, Gemini. If you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.